Happy 9th anniversary of Driver San Francisco, everyone. To celebrate it, I'm going to do a little showcase of some 4 new missions I've been working on for Stimulus Package. We're gonna take a look at 3 of them, as the 4th one is still just too much work in progress, to say the least. But we'll go through what it's going to be like anyway. First up, reimagining of the very first E3 2010 showcase. We're going to get straight into a car chase between John Tanner and Jericho, or his henchman, depending on which video you've seen. I decided to just settle on Jericho. I brought back the route here, sort of classic back alley action, smashing through garbage and bursting out on the street, all that's back as in the original. You can see the mood here. I worked really hard to bring back this atmosphere of the E3 chase, along with some creative liberties like the ambulance pushing out of the hospital right out there. And for the first time in Driver's history, you get to drive through some of the parts of the chase they never showed you, like down the road for instance. If you know the route, you can of course try to take advantage of that and cut him off. If you're like me and fail, it could mean quite a setback. As the chase isn't as scripted as the one they showed, this isn't the end of Tanner's chase here, and for now at least, it goes off rails. But I plan to work on some stuff for it that I won't reveal just yet. The second mission is one of my favorites so far. It's simple, but something we never quite got to experience in DSF. Basic premise is, you've got an explosives crate on the bed of the pickup truck, and you have to get to a certain destination without blowing yourself up. The one thing missing from this so far is the stability meter that would rise if you were driving erratically, involved in collisions or took a jump. I do plan to add that. You can see the bomb crate in the back moving around with the car. A little bit of an extra detail there. Now that we're coming up on our destination here, this is where things take a bit of a nasty turn. The location turns out to be a police ambush, and you now have to try and escape with the volatile explosives still in the back. It can be quite challenging to successfully evade them. If your damage reaches maximum, you will blow up at the current stage. Of course, you can try using abilities to your advantage and evade the heat, but leaving the truck at the mercy of an autopilot might not be the best idea in all circumstances.
So, are we buddies again?
Depends on what you did.
If you fail like me here, don't fret, because the mission does autosave and return you to a checkpoint. So you don't have to make that frustrating drive back to the ambush zone. Get the pick right up from the chase. The final proper showcase of this video is a car chase inspired by the one from the 2012 Jack Reacher movie. It starts right out where Reacher and Emerson have their standoff, and you get to do the whole reversing out onto the street and speeding off before the cops give you chase. What happens next is you have to catch up to the goons in time, and once you do, you'll be prompted to take them down. Leading to a kind of 3-way chase here, something never really fully explored much in the game. Like in the movie challenges, you have no abilities at your disposal and have to make do with your driving skills. One of the possibilities here, of course, is the cops take out the getaway for you. But we didn't get that lucky, so the chase just goes on through the Golden Gate. The one problem recreating this chase was, there's no place in the Bay Area exactly like the movie that would have it all, from the bridge sequence to the tunnels, and evading downtown. So I just tried to fit everything the best I could. You really have to try and pick the best moments to ram, as the police could very well chip away at your car's damage bar as well. Here we can observe some of the dodging you have to do, the back and forth with the cops, while you're trying to keep up with the goons. The end conditions for the missions are still a work in progress, but the idea is to give the player the power to make some tactical decisions here. Let the goons get away or take them down. Letting them go won't fail the mission, as in the movie they did get away. So if your car is too damaged, it might be a better idea to call it off and focus on losing the cops instead. The end sequence, whatever happened to the goons, involves you driving up to a bus stop and evading the police just like in the movie. We don't quite make it that far though. The basic concept I have for the fourth mission is to take the backseat driver gameplay, or as some refer to it as second-person mode, and implement it into a kind of escort mission where you have to drive a police car ahead of you while you're in an ambulance delivering a patient in the back. Some of the variables for the mission might include goons that try to take you down, or just trying to avoid shaking the car too much to a point where the patient's heart rate falls below the limit. It's still quite early and not really ready to be shown, but I hope I get somewhere with it. I hope you've enjoyed this preview of what's to come for Stimulus Package, and I'll see you next time, drivers. Bye.